All right, let's talk about job interviews. We have all been there, right? Your palms are sweating, your heart is racing, and you're sitting across from a potential employer. But what if you could flip that script? What if you could turn all that anxiety into total confidence? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're breaking down how to master the job interview, turning it from a scary test into a conversation that you can actually lead.
Yeah, those 5 little words. They can feel like the absolute scariest part of any interview. But listen, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This question is your single biggest opportunity to grab the steering wheel and take control of the conversation right from the get-go.
Because really, that's what it's all about, making a powerful first impression. And the best part? Nailing this question and the whole interview process, it's not some magic trick you're born with. No way. It is a skill, and like any other skill, you can learn it. Okay, let's dive in.
When you boil it all down, a great interview is really a confidence game. But where does that confidence actually come from? It's not about being cocky or, faking it till you make it. Real, solid interview confidence comes from one place, and one place only: preparation.
It's really that simple. When you've done your homework, you're not just crossing your fingers hoping you have the right answers. You know you do. Think of this as your personal playbook for that homework. We're going to turn this whole mysterious process into something you can actually master.
So what does this homework actually look like? Most people think it's just about researching the company. And look, that's super important, but it's only half the battle. The other half, the part people usually forget, is researching yourself so you can build this compelling, professional story that connects directly to what that company needs.
So first up, the company. You have to get inside their world. What do they really do? How are they doing financially? What's their reputation? What's the office culture actually like? And a pro tip, talking to people who work there or used to is absolute gold. This isn't just about showing off that you Googled them, it shows you're genuinely interested and you've put in the effort.
Now for the most important part, researching yourself. You got to walk in that door knowing exactly what you bring to the table. What are your top 3 selling features? And for every key skill like communication or teamwork, what specific stories can you tell that prove you have it? Here's the key. Don't just say you have a skill. Have the evidence locked and loaded to back it up.
Okay, with all our prep work done, let's circle back to that first huge hurdle. That moment the interviewer looks at you and says, "So, tell me about yourself." Let's break down exactly how to crush this.
First, you have to decode what they're really asking. They don't want your life story from kindergarten to today. What they're really asking is, why are you the right person for this job? So every single thing you say in your answer should be another piece of evidence that screams, "Yep, I'm the one." And here is the absolute best way to structure it. The past, present, future formula is kind of like your secret weapon. You start with your relevant past experiences, then, connected to the present, why are you here, right now interested in this specific role, and you wrap it up by looking to the future. How does this job fit into your bigger career goals? It's just so clean, so compelling, and so professional.
And keep it short. One recruiter from EY says to think of this as just an icebreaker. Your goal is to deliver a really powerful, punchy pitch in about 3 minutes, maybe less. Don't try to squeeze your entire life's work in there. Give them the highlights and make them want to know more.
Okay, so you've just nailed the opener. Awesome. Next up, you're going to get behavioral questions. You know these. They start with, "Tell me about a time when." They can feel like they're trying to trip you up, but trust me, there's a really simple code to cracking them.
So the whole idea behind these questions is that how you acted in the past is the best way to predict how you'll act in the future. They don't want to know what you would do in a situation. They want to know what you actually did. This means you have to answer with specific stories and examples, not just theories.
And the absolute, hands-down best way to structure these stories is the STAR method. It's a super simple 4-part framework that makes sure your answer is clear, powerful, and complete. Let's look at an example so you can see just how it works.
Okay, check this out. It's for a question about teamwork. See how it flows? S, situation, senior marketing class. T, task, figure out a problem for the Career Center. A, action, they made a survey, polled students, analyzed the data. And R, the result, the center got useful info and the team got an A. See? It's a perfect little story that proves the skill without just saying, "I'm a good team player."
All right, let's zoom in on a couple of those classic interview questions. You know, the ones that feel like traps but are actually huge opportunities to show who you really are.
You just know this one's coming. So, what is your greatest weakness? Look, This isn't designed to make you fail. It's a test of your self-awareness and whether you're committed to growing. Now, the difference between a weak and a strong answer here is massive. A weak answer is naming a fatal flaw, like an accountant saying they're bad with numbers. Don't do that. The strong answer is a two-step move. First, you state a real but manageable weakness. Then, and this is the crucial part, you explain exactly what you're doing to improve it. It turns a negative into a positive story about growth and self-improvement.
And then you get the big one, the most direct question they can ask. Why should we hire you? This is not the time to be shy. This is your closing argument. It's your chance to summarize exactly why you are the perfect fit.
And the difference between a forgettable answer and a memorable one is huge. I mean, anybody can say, I'm a hard worker. A strong candidate will say, you mentioned you need someone with skill X. Well, in my last job, I led a project that did exactly that, and we achieved Y result. You see, you are literally connecting the dots for them, making their decision to hire you a no-brainer. The interview is not over when they stop asking questions. Not at all. The very end of the interview is your last chance to really shine and leave a great, lasting impression. When they turn to you and ask, so, do you have any questions for us? The only wrong answer is, nope, I'm good. You have to have questions ready. Asking smart questions about the role, the team, the company's challenges, it shows you're engaged, you're thinking hard, and you're actually picturing yourself in the job. And finally, you gotta close it out like a pro with this simple 4-step process. 1. A real, genuine thank you for their time. 2. A quick sentence restating how interested you are. 3. Clarify what the next steps are so you're not left guessing. And 4. The part so many people skip. Send a quick, personalized thank you note. It's a small thing that says a lot about your professionalism.
So what's the big takeaway here? At the end of the day, an interview is a performance, and you're both the actor and the scriptwriter. It's your chance to tell a great story about who you are, what you've done, and the incredible value you can bring. When you prepare that story, you don't just answer questions, you build real confidence and connection, and you leave them thinking, wow, we have to hire that person.
Hi, so that was an overview of how to master the question. Tell me about yourself. This is one of the most important moments in any interview because it sets the tone for everything that follows. It's your opportunity to introduce yourself with confidence and give the interviewer a clear sense of who you are, what you bring to the table, and why you're excited about the role. The key to answering this question well is preparation. Confidence comes from knowing your story and understanding how it connects to the position you're applying for. Before your interview, take time to learn about the company, their mission, culture, and goals, so you can tailor your response. Think of your answer as a short professional story with 3 parts: past, present, and future. Start with a quick background on where you began, your education or early experiences that shaped your skills. Then talk about what you're doing now, your current role, achievements, and what you're passionate about. Finally, end with your future, why you're excited about this job, and how it fits into your career goals. You can also use the STAR method to make your answer stronger. That means explaining the situation, the task, the action you took, and the result you achieved. This structure helps you share real examples that show your skills in communication, teamwork, and problem solving. For instance, you might say, I started my career in customer service, where I learned to stay calm under pressure and handle challenges effectively. Now, as a team lead, I focus on improving communication and efficiency. I'm excited about this opportunity because it will let me apply those same strengths in a new environment. When you deliver your answer, stay natural and confident. Smile, maintain good eye contact, and speak as if you're having a friendly, professional conversation. Keep your tone positive, and avoid saying anything negative about previous jobs or employers. If you're asked follow-up questions about your strengths or weaknesses, be honest but strategic. Share genuine examples, and show how you've grown from them. End your response with enthusiasm, tying everything back to why you're a great fit for the role. You could say something like, overall, I love learning, collaborating, and solving problems, and I'm really excited about how this position aligns with where I want to grow next. And don't forget to follow up with a short thank you note within a day or two. It's a small detail that leaves a big impression. So, That's how to approach Tell Me About Yourself with confidence and clarity. Tune in next time for more tips and videos here on ACE, the Job Interview.